Hi guys, it's Justine, and in that last clip you just saw how I made this holiday bucket list, and so I just thought I would go through and do a little more in depth of what I put on the bucket list. I did this about, oh my gosh, I did this when my son was 1. So I made one of these 4 years ago for the fall time. I'll insert a little clip here. I did block out some personal information, so that's why you see the big black squares on there. But like I said, I did this a few years ago for fall. I made a fall time bucket list, and so this year I thought I would do a holiday bucket list and all of the things and traditions and stuff that I want to do over the holidays with my kids. And so I'm just gonna go through, like I said, you already saw how I made it, but just a quick little overview. I mean, it's really simple. I just wrote everything down on some papers, glued them to construction paper, taped them together on the back, and then took some glitter and just made some glittery things, some snowflakes, which I'm not very good at. And I also just left some space, so if we have any other ideas of things we want to do, we can write it down here. And then this is just nice and interactive because your kids can put check marks on everything that you finish doing. I'm personally going to tape this to my fridge and put magnets on it to my fridge, and so it will just be like a nice little extra bit of holiday decor as well. Anyways, that was a long explanation, so I'm gonna go through and just show you what's on it. The first thing is bake cookies. There are, I think, 3 different types of cookies that we made last year. Yeah, we made gingerbread, we made sugar cookies, and we made chocolate crinkle cookies. This year, I think I also want to do ginger snaps, which you might think they're very similar to gingerbread, but the taste is slightly different. And so I think I want to make 4 different types of cookies this year, but we'll see. Moving on. Number 2 is drink eggnog. I think my son tried eggnog last year. He really liked it. I like eggnog. They do make almond milk eggnog, so I'll probably get that this year. My husband doesn't like eggnog at all though, so it'll just be for me and the kids. Number 3 is look at Christmas lights. I like driving around the neighborhood and looking at Christmas lights, and I also want to go to a few different light shows. Not sure which ones, but I think that going and looking at Christmas lights that they have set up in places is a really fun activity if the weather will let us, because it's so cold this time of year. So cold. So I guess we'll just see. And the next one is decorate, which my son is going to put a check mark next to this one because, as you can see, we've already decorated. So he just needs to put a little check mark on that one. Next is play in the snow, which kind of self-explanatory. Play in the snow. Next, build a gingerbread house is again something that we do every year. We build a gingerbread house with the kids. The next one is watch Christmas movies. I left this one kind of generic. I considered making a box for every single Christmas movie I want to watch, like watch Elf, watch Polar Express, watch A Year Without Santa Claus, but I just decided not to go too overboard and just put watch Christmas movies. Next is write letters to Santa. That's a given, you gotta do it every year. Wrap presents, visit Santa, which I know a lot of people don't do that every single year, but we have a tradition of doing it every single year. I love seeing how my kids grow up every year, how much bigger they've gotten since the last Christmas. Plus I always dress my kids up in cute outfits for the Santa pictures, and so it's a must every single year. Next is make luminarias, which this is a, I talked about this in my Holly Jolly Christmas tag, which I did a couple of years ago. Luminarias are one of my favorite Christmas traditions, and this year I'm actually going to be doing a video on how my family makes luminarias. There's several different ways to make them. So they're basically paper lanterns that you put out on your front yard for Christmas decor. It's a New Mexico tradition. So I will be showing you how my family does that. The next one is write Christmas cards. And then the last one is, I felt like this was a really special one to end the list with, and it is spend time together. And so that is our holiday bucket list this year. And then again, there's some extra room if we think of other things that we want to do, but that is it. This is just a really short video. But if you would decide to make one of these, go ahead and tag me in your Instagram photos or tweet me your photos. I think it's just a fun thing to do with kids. It's nice and interactive since they can put the check marks. You can also get them involved and have them help make the list. I just did this on my own while my kids were sleeping, but you could also just do it, have your kids help make the list and decide what they want to do, and you can add their ideas to the list. And overall, I just think it's like a fun little thing to do over the holidays, and it's really, really quick and easy. And of course, if you're a little more artistic than I am, you can go a little bit more out with how your list looks, because I just used construction paper and markers and glitter. But yeah, that is it for this video. Please like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, etc, etc, etc. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.